The levels of excitement could not wait. Fresh out of the mailbox, interrupted my cocktail session this evening because it's finally here. Had to get it from Europe. I was not gonna wait for a US release. I am Mr. Yves Saint Laurent Tuxedo, so I needed the new Sharp Patchouli Tuxedo Flanker. Listen to me clearly. I don't know what to expect from this fragrance. The fact is, it can either be redundant, same exact-ish. Number two, it can be a little bit different in a negative way. Depressing. Number three, it can blow the doors off of the shit, which would be monumental but doubtful. I don't know what to expect from this fragrance. I've gotten different levels of feedback from people in the DMs. It's the same thing, different presentation, it's reformed, but I don't care what you say. I need to smell it. I had to go purchase this joint overseas, and I went ahead and threw in a little sample pack up in here as well that will be tapped into in another video. We'll go through whatever fragrances are in there, but this is dedicated to the new Yves Saint Laurent Tuxedo Sharp Patchouli. I'm excited. Let's roll my motherfucking music so we can check out the new release from Yves Saint Laurent. I'm so happy for now. Blessed morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. It's your boy C to the U to the B to the A. For those of y'all who want to know how to get this fragrance before I even open it, I got it from Harrods. It's the only place I could have gotten it, and nowadays with the tariffs, price might have just gone up by the time this video comes out. But that's the only place I could have gotten this fragrance. And I was borderline going buck nutty, but I pulled myself back because when I looked into the shopping cart by the time I was done, the balance was $1,780 USD with so much shit that I had in the cart that I was like, wait, do I really need all of these right now? And I was 70-30 about to pull that trigger. But I didn't, because the main focus was the Tuxedo. And this one was so cheap, it was like $1.25, that I was like, let me get that too. But there's a few other fragrances that, trust me, after this whiskey glass is completed, will be purchased. But let's get to the star of the show, the new Yves Saint Laurent Sharp Patchouli. If I'm blabbing too much, I apologize. I am inebriated. I am under the influence. Today is my chill day. I was not supposed to be making content today, but it just touched down, and my desperosity for smelling this fragrance results in me making this content. Sorry, not sorry. As a fan of Yves Saint Laurent Tuxedo, what I'm going to do at this point, right? I'm gonna spray it on the bracelet hand just to have it marinating there. Just letting it just soak into my pH, into the skin, into the epidermal layers, just to have it marinate. Still to this day, it moves me. It still makes me feel handsome. It makes me feel sexy. No matter how clownish I look, I love how this makes me. The sex appeal factor of this fragrance is legendary. It will forever be in my collection, signed, sealed, and delivered. Now, Sharp Patchouli, we don't know. Let's look up the notes before we start showing off presentations, because I want to do a little bit of a note comparison. All right, so according to Fragrantica, the Sharp Patchouli notes of the new Yves Saint Laurent Tuxedo are as follows. It opens up with violet leaf, coriander, bergamot, followed by lily of the valley, black pepper, rose, and then patchouli, ambergris, and bourbon vanilla, as opposed to the original one, which the notes are as follows. So we got violet leaf, coriander, bergamot, rose, black pepper, lily of the valley, patchouli, ambergris, and bourbon vanilla. Oh my God, the repetition makes me nervous. So if the notes are exactly the same, did we just get a different presentation from this fragrance? Already it's sounding a little sospechoso, but even the same notes on a fragrance can smell absolutely different. I love the black on black labeling. Yes, it removes the synergy and the harmoniousness of all the other fragrances from the Yves Saint Laurent line. I can't pronounce this shit. I can barely speak English, but this looks sexy. I like the black essence. Nobody cares. We still got a magnetic top. That is fantastic for those of you who truly care. Seems to be holding pretty decently. Let's just get to the skin. I don't even want to test strip. I just want to snort this puppy right now, bro. Oh, man, I'm so excited. All right, please don't let me down. Please be something a little bit different. Yves Saint Laurent, Sharp Tuxedo. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go! It's a little lighter. I feel slightly defeated at this point. Still very handsome, still very sexy, but there is an element in here so far that feels lighter on the skin, very similar to the old one though. The violet leaf feels a little bit more present, and it does feel like a sharper patchouli. But keeping it a stack, it does feel lighter on the skin. It feels a little bit more airy than the original Tuxedo, and not in the greatest way. Yeah, there's a big level of redundancy here, which is disappointing, but I'm not completely like depressed about it. Not completely, because I love the smell right from jump, but I'm trying to dissect it in a way, and the fact that I have to dissect it in a way already tells you that there's a big level of redundancy here, only on a lighter aspect. The patchouli here is sharper but less dirty. The bergamot is a little bit more lively, a little bit more energetic, feels like it's leaning a little bit more towards like hotter weather DNA as opposed to the original Tuxedo, which has a little bit more full, chillier, weather-centric kind of profile. Now, the original Tuxedo seems to be smelling a little grittier and dirtier off of the skin, giving it a ton more body. But the new joint, it's a lot more light, sharp patchouli, but not dirty. A little bit more of a Play-Doh-ish vibe. The rose here is a lot more mellow. It's good, not great, and not different enough to command a full retail price point. Just keeping it a stack, and I am Mr. Yves Saint Laurent. I'm a ultra fan. But so far, on the skin right now, the OG version is beating the piss out of the new one as far as its roundness, depth, and overall like body of the fragrance. So far, good, not amazing, redundant, unfortunately. So I'm not the happiest. I'm not goose pimping out. It is what it is. I knew that this could be a possibility, but it is a little bit disappointing. But we gotta let it fully dry down. Bro, the original is beating the piss out of it though. Like bolder, stronger, beefier. Yeah, dog. Beating the old shit is beating the fuck out of the new one. Yeah, it's a little bit stinkier. The old school one is a little bit stinkier. Let me let this joint fully dry down. I'll be right back. Just to make my life easier, I'm gonna have the hater come in. Wife!
Is that what I'm smelling?
You're smelling vibes right now. Wife, new Yves Saint Laurent Tuxedo.
Okay.
Okay, versus old one.
Okay.
I need your nose. Speak up a little bit so the microphone can get
I
you.
said okay. I hear you.
But you don't gotta talk with that kind of attitude, my guy. Like, what are we doing? We're gonna have problems today?
I smell it already.
All right, so first, maybe I shouldn't tell you which one is what. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna tell you what's what. So the watch hand is, okay? Smell, please. Thoughts.
I like it.
Okay? Bracelet hand is, go.
They're very similar. The watch hand is a little bit stronger, like more intense.
The watch hand is more strong?
Yes.
Okay, let's get a re-sniff. Watch hand.
A little smoky too.
A little smoky,
Yeah.
okay. And the bracelet hand.
Yeah, I love them both.
You
They're very
love-
similar,
They're very similar?
but one is stronger than the other.
Okay, so percentage-wise, how close would you say that they are?
They're pretty close. Like,
Percentage-wise!
percentage-wise, like, not, I wouldn't say 50-50, maybe like 60-40.
60-40 close?
Yes.
You sure? You don't sound confident. You been drinking?
Yes.
I appreciate the honesty. This was our happy hour. Okay, so if you gotta pick between watch hand, smell again, get a good sniff, snort it, get deep in there, dig
Okay,
deep.
okay, I got
All right, got it? Bracelet hand,
Okay.
which one would you pick? Watch or bracelet?
I think I would pick this one.
The watch hand.
Yeah.
Why?
I like that spice, that smokiness.
You feel like it has a little bit of a smoky spice element?
Yes.
Are you sure it's not the bourbon? How many glasses of bourbon have you had
Why?
today?
You asked me for my opinion.
How many glasses of
I
bourbon
only
have you?
had one, so relax. I'm fully capable.
Okay, so watch hand, is this your final answer? Smell?
Okay.
Watch, bracelet?
I think so, yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. You know this, now that it's drying down even more, this is like delicado, like very delicate.
Okay.
And then this is like Papi, and then this is like Papi.
What? Yo, come here real quick. Let me talk to you. Huh?
Wait, what's your opinion? Hold
No.
on.
You don't need to know my
watch
opinion.
this video?
You gotta watch the video to find out. All right, you wanna know which one you chose?
Yes.
Okay, so the bracelet hand is the OG.
Okay.
The watch hand is the new one. So
Oh,
you pick the new one. So you pick the new. You find something different in the new one, but you find it as what?
Like more intense, and a more intense version of that.
Interesting.
You didn't get that?
No, I'm just. I'm saying interesting.
That's me.
You know how therapists talk to you and they're like, interesting. What do you think? That's what I'm doing to you. I'm diagnosing you.
Okay.
Do me a favor, because you're so awesome.
I don't need. I have my drink.
No. Refill. What the fuck? This ain't for you. All right. Look, I appreciate your time and your energy. All right.
You're welcome.
Love you. Stop drinking my shit. Just get me another.
Well, I'm gonna finish it so I can fill you up.
You want to fill me up?
Oh.
Hey, yo. Well, those are the thoughts from the hater. She picked the new joint as being smokier or whatever. Let me revisit that because I haven't smelled it at the full dry down. I wanted her interpretations first. So this one is the watch and ring hand, and this one is the bracelet hand. Okay. Oh, well, that is interesting. So somehow this has actually calmed down a decent amount on the skin and has reduced like its performance factor compared to the new one. The new one is actually standing strong, and even like, look at the shine on the new joint, and look, like, yeah, the new one is sticking and it's grabbing on a little bit more dense. I'm not gonna say there's more of a smoky. She doesn't know what the hell she's talking about. It's not a more smoky fat. I don't get a more smoky fat, but I'm getting more presence in this one. But I'm getting more of a airy summery time vibe. The fact is, honestly, it's a very good scent. If you don't have this one, it seems to be performing and grasping onto the skin a little bit better than the original somehow at the full dry down. But there's a lot of similarities and it can fall into the redundant space. So if you already have Tuxedo, I don't think you're gonna be happy repurchasing this fragrance, full transparency. I'm not fully mad because I want all the fucking Tuxedos that I can have as a fanboy. I'm gonna wear the shit out of this one as I've done with this one and the other ones. But I can't wholeheartedly recommend for you to buy this one if you already have this one. If you don't have the original Tuxedo, then by all means, when this drops in the United States or from wherever the fuck you're watching, if you're watching from overseas, then you have better accessibility of getting it. This is fantastic. It smells crazy, but it's in the closeness space. I personally think it's in that 90 percentile of closeness to the original, which would categorize it in the redundancy space. There's no huge wow factor other than it's performing a little bit better on my skin. The patchouli is a little bit more sharper, but it's also more airy to my nose. And those are my thoughts. Unfortunately, it's a bit on the redundant side, and that's just how I feel. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all snitches next time. You know who it is, biggest in the, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that service right there. Go ahead. Hand it to me like the king that I am. You are a fantastic human being, and are you gonna flash me?
No. Bye.
I got $7 with your name on it. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all bitches. He made this strong as fuck. It's that kind of party, huh? Smooches.
For the fly gun holder, money folder, motor roller, start tack when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.